Hey everyone, I am starting on time for once, so hooray. I
wish I would have gotten balloons.
I know, right? I'm gonna go through some of the questions you guys sent me, and let's answer them. Well, I'm gonna try my best to answer all of them. So I'm exhausted. So is Cody, but it's nice to be home. And I'm going to start the clock and we'll get to it. I'm just looking at the questions now. There's a lot. So I'm going to do my best to get through all of them. Okay. And it is so nice to be home. And it makes us appreciate how hard we've worked to have our little home to come back to, because good Lord, road trips are fun. I mean, we had a great time, not gonna lie, but being in the car that long, like in your 20s, is so much more fun compared to being in the car that long when you're in your 40s. So I'm exhausted. Like I said, we traveled around in my Mustang, which is not comfortable, especially when you're in the car for like 10 hours at a clip. So it's just nice to be home. And then like when you finally get home, you know, you have to go to the store and get groceries because, you know, there's like nothing in the fridge. And then you have to unpack everything. And the Mustang was loaded with stuff. So I'm shot. I'm exhausted, but let's have fun. Okay. So Heather writes, asks, was Tiffany as sweet in person as she seems to be on the show? She is a doll. That was like the third time we've hung out with Tiffany.
Yeah.
She's amazing. Her family's amazing. It was so nice meeting her. And her mom, oh my God, her mom is such a good time.
Yeah,
Miss Margarita Maggie. Like, yeah,
she acts just like Tiffany. Like, they are both just like... Yeah. Like two peas in a pot, like they are both sweethearts.
I may have had more fun with Tiffany's mom last night than I did with Tiffany. I think we had equal amounts of fun though, because they were both a blast. Yeah, so Tiffany is such a sweetheart. I love her to death. And I was really flattered and honored that she invited me and Cody over to Carly and Daniel's joint birthday party.
It really was a blast
to meet the family.
Yep.
It was really nice.
Family, like it was a big fun Hawaiian themed party, and it was just a blast.
Someone just messaged me. I'm dating. Okay. So Tiffany posted about us last night. So now I'm the new man in Tiffany's life. So sorry, Cody, you're out.
It's okay.
But when I also posted with Jeffrey, they said that I was, you know, with Jeffrey. So I guess I'm getting around.
There you go.
Her mom can sing. They're all talented, and people are like seriously like, oh, you're cheating on Cody with Tiffany. Okay, that's exactly what's happening. Okay, so Katie O asks if you had, our cats are excited to see us. They've been running like crazy ever since we got home. So that was just Hope running into a wall.
Don't say Barb.
Which he did.
He did. He totally ran into a wall full speed.
It was actually the refrigerator door.
I'm like I'm the 90 Day Fiance other man. So I am cheating on Cody with everybody. and all the cast members are
But
cheating
that's
on me.
That's how we
So,
roll because you got
you
my
know.
permission. So there you go. So that's
was-
nobody's business but mine and yours.
It was all videotaped, and that footage will be coming out shortly.
That's our business. That's nobody else's. So why do they care?
Okay,
It
so
doesn't
Kate,
affect their life.
Kate goes, if you had time to visit one more person or couple, who would it have been? Well, not counting people we've already met, like, you know, obviously, like if we had time, I'd like to go back to Ohio and see Danielle and Beth. But people who we've never met before, I wouldn't have, like, you know, Lauren and Alex, I would love to have seen. Corey and Evelyn, Devin, who else? I would, you know, we were in Georgia, but we didn't get a chance to see Molly. That would have been
Or Paul.
nice. We were thinking about actually going to go see Paul when we were by Jeffries, but like he was just out of the way. So
And we'd still be on the road trip.
yeah, and we'd still be on the road. So Paul will be on the next
it was
trip.
only supposed to be 7 days, but we actually
Oh,
wanted to be in 10.
Anybody from Vegas, like I wouldn't mind seeing Larissa, Jess, Carmen, even Colt or Debbie. I wouldn't mind, you know, obviously Sherelle and Perry are all there. So Vegas would be a nice hot spot for me to see a lot of people at once. I'm like, I feel bad if I'm leaving somebody out. Who do I talk to? Like my mind, I'm like on 10%. Not Tanya and St. John. They live like just like an hour, like, you know, an hour and a half away. We're good with them. But they're in Connecticut. Oh God, I hope I'm not leaving somebody out there and get pissed at me. Oh, how come you didn't say you wanted to see me? Devin's mom, Alicia, if
Well,
you're
of
in
course.
Utah.
I mean, that's part of Devin, yeah.
But yeah, oh, Pow and Russ. Since they're all in South Florida with Lauren and Alex.
Could you imagine taking a road trip all the way back down to South Florida and then driving all the way around like what we did? We just did.
Yeah, I mean,
4,000
going to
miles.
Georgia was enough south for me. I couldn't even imagine driving down to like Miami. No.
We just did 4,000 miles, John.
Oh, Robert and Annie, yeah, they're cool. I know I'm gonna leave somebody out, but off the top of my head, that's what I can come up with. Oh, well, Emily and Sasha, yeah, but they're in like, you know, Oregon. I think they're like moving. I don't know if they've already moved to Russia by now or not, but I would definitely hang out with them. But we were trying to say this side of the Mississippi because there's just too much land on the other side. So that
we have responsibilities here at our house too. I mean, we
Yeah.
have cats, and
next time we will, you know, if we have to
we'll
go,
do an RV.
yeah, that or we'll just fly. If I'm not driving across to the
It's
West
fine
Coast.
if you have an RV because then you can.
I don't want to
pull
get back
over
in my
and,
car for like a
No,
month.
but John, like an RV would be fun because they're more comfortable and like you can get off, like relax a little bit. We'll be able to take actually the cats with us instead of them being in like their
Yeah, and like, you know,
carriers,
we were
like,
worried about the
so-
cats because like our friends were watching
Well, plus
them.
like our fish,
And we
too,
have
like,
fish
you know,
too, so
it's
we
like-
didn't know what we were going to come back to. All our fish are alive, thank God.
But no, our friend was taking care.
Yeah,
of
our friends were
themselves.
taking, like our friends,
But
you
it's
know,
just they didn't.
it was a trade-off. They
but
get
they
to
just-
stay in our beach house while we're gone, and you know, their only responsibility was taking care of our animals. So I thought it was a good trade-off.
They did too. That's why they did it.
They were like, they're like, okay, yeah, that's what we, we're fine. So it was a good trade-off. So everything we came back to, we're good. So that's it. Okay, so Doodlebug86 writes, I am loving the comments asking if you're Tiff's new man and pissed at those talking trash about Ange and you. I'm Tiff's new man. I'm also Jeffrey's new man. I'm also Angela's new man. So it's cool. Oh, and I forgot to mention, we were supposed to see Lisa. But, you know, when we were leaving today, both of us just wanted to get home so desperately that I was like, no, I got to go home. And Lisa's not that far from us, so she could always swing by or we can go there.
Well,
but,
we already told her that she could come down to us anytime she wants to, too. So The
Okay.
invitation's always there.
What was the most memorable? I have to say, riding the four-wheelers at Angela's. Like, I've never been on a four-wheeler before, and oh my God, they are so much fun. We did it for hours, and that was a blast. And like, we had like grandkids on with us, and that was probably the most fun I had. And I had a great time with everybody. I'm not trying to take something away from anybody else, because I had a great time with Ange. We had a great time with Jeffrey. We had a great time with Tiffany. But my most memorable part of the whole trip was like the four-wheeling, because I've always wanted to be on. I always wanted to try one.
It was fun too.
Well, we did karaoke. We did karaoke with Ange, and we did karaoke last night, as you saw on my live. So, put a mic in my hand and I'm good. So I would say the four-wheeling was my favorite part of the whole thing. Okay, Evan. Okay, Jeffrey told me how to say her name correctly 100 times. And I still can't say it the right way. It's just a block. Arvara and Jeffrey together heard a woman's voice on your Insta Live. That was not Vara's voice that you heard, because if you look at Vara's profile, she's in Pensacola, and the woman's voice you heard was Jeffrey's very good friend Ashley, who is now our very good friend Ashley, who made me this.
Thank you, Ashley.
So if you're watching, Ashley,
we love you.
Thank you so much.
You are a blast, and you will always be our friend.
And this was like another highlight, really, because I was never expecting anything like this. And for her to be so kind and to do this for me, someone I've never met before, really blew me away. And it doesn't take much to make me happy, but this this was really good, and it was really sweet of her. So thank you, Ashley. We're gonna hang this up on the other side of my other wooden Care Bear, and then because we have to get like a bracket for it to mount it, but we're gonna hang it up, and then you'll see. And she matched the wooden Care Bear that we already have. She put a lot of thought into this. Someone who we've never met before. So this was another good highlight of the trip. Yeah.
Actually, all the friends that we've met, they were all sweet. They were sweet. Everybody was so nice and so kind. They're amazing people.
Any cast that you wish you could have squeezed into your tour? You kind of understand that.
Yeah.
Brooke writes, you, Cody, and Angela are the only reason I still watch any day. You three together made me smile. Oh, thank you. I wish we were on the show. Maybe we will be, since I'm having affairs with all these cast members now. Maybe you'll see us on.
And maybe there's a new spin-off.
Who knows?
90 Day Ho. Who knows?
Right. That's it. So maybe you'll see us shortly. But thank you for that. Jules, crazy thing you've seen so far. I'm so glad you're having a blast. What's the craziest thing we've seen?
Well, bugs that look like the size of...
I will say, at Jeffrey's house, he lives in the woods. It is so beautiful. His property is so beautiful, and it
is so beautiful. Oh my god!
Beautiful home, everything. But he is in the woods, and the bugs outside at night
were the size of
alligators. they were giant. And then also probably that motel we checked in at in South Carolina on the way down, that was pretty.
But also
that was something you'll remember for the rest of your life.
That's never again. I'll just keep driving. I don't care. I'll pull over on the side of the road and sleep on the side of the road. I don't care. I will never go to that hotel again. But next time we go to Jeffrey's though, and Ashley, she's the one that told me about it. I want to do the caves. You drop down into.
Oh yeah, they have like there's like a lot of things like we didn't get a
Yeah.
chance to do. Like I really want to go to Dollywood. I'm not gonna lie, but we were only there for like 2 days, so there wasn't
There
enough
was so
time to
much
do
to, like,
everything.
But there are caves that like you drop down into a hole and then it opens up and like all that stuff, and it's like literally like pretty much in his backyard and stuff like that. And like we're gonna do that next time. We're gonna do Dollywood. We're gonna have like.
I also wanted to climb. I also wanted to
Jeffrey,
climb
too.
his rope ladder thing.
Well, it's not a ladder. It's like one of those like climbing ropes, like like a workout.
Like when you're in gym and you have to like climb the rope, like one of them type of things. I wanted to do that, but I didn't do it.
Yeah.
But he has such
really tall,
beautiful property, and it's.
And he was such a sweetheart.
Picturesque.
So
it's
nice.
Really nice.
He was so welcoming, and all of his friends were so like.
And he made us
nice.
like these big giant like tomahawk steaks, which were delicious.
He cooked them perfectly. Like he's a master at everything.
Yeah,
he rocks it. He's a rocker. I love Jeffrey.
What was the best part of the entire trip? I think we already kind of discussed that. Did you go with? Did Ange go with you to Tiffany's? If so, why didn't Jeff? Okay, so no, we were originally in Ange's house, and then
she flew.
She had things to do, so then she did things, and then she actually went. Then she went to Maryland, and met up with Tiffany there. So we decided to hit up Jeff. We were gonna. It was on our way back, obviously, so we hit up Jeffrey, and then that was like our second pit stop, and then we re-met Angela at Tiffany's. So we didn't go with Angela to Tiffany's; we went separately. Did you guys enjoy hanging out with Angela Tiffany? Absolutely, loved it. Love their families. It was so nice meeting the grandkids. Like, she is an amazing Mima. They're all so well behaved and loving. I miss them already, and they're such good kids. And like that was the
whole family is like they're just like open, like just open arms, like everything. Like they're like, just make yourself at home because we're not gonna do anything for you that you can't do for yourself. And that's like how it was. Like that's just going into like your own home and like just being like welcome. If you're thirsty, get up and get a drink. If you're hungry, okay. Like we made like dinners.
We made dinners and like our little
like we had
our Italian stuff,
freaking blast.
Like you saw that we were making the big ziti one night, in my story.
We did ribs,
and then we did the finger
chicken. We did baked ziti. We did all kinds of stuff, and it wasn't just like we're saying like John and I cooked. Like no, the whole family was involved. Like everybody, like. Even like Angie's daughters and stuff like that, like everybody was there and everybody was doing everything. Like it was just so nice. It was like it was just
and like that was like another like good part of the trip.
It was so awesome
because like me and Cody are just like used to me and Cody, and we're not usually around families or children. It's just me and him and our cats and our fish. So. It was nice, and they were so welcoming that, they all made us feel like we were part of their family, which was like really gratifying and nice. And that's something that I will hold with me forever because not once did we ever feel like, that we weren't welcome or they wanted us to leave. It was nice.
Not at all. They're trying to plan like another trip for us to go.
Okay, does Angela cook? Absolutely.
Yeah, she does.
She made some steak. She made ribs.
Yep, she was out there with me barbecuing and stuff too. Don't let that fool you. She was out there. She got her hands down and with it too. Everybody did. Yep, sure did. And she's an amazing cook too.
How did you like Tennessee? That was like my first time ever in Tennessee. Beautiful.
I've been there because my father's like from that area, so I knew it was beautiful. It is. I mean, it's beautiful woods, it's beautiful properties, beautiful houses. Like it's very quiet and just.
So is Angela eating normal? No, Angela literally takes 3 bites and she's full. So I think that's what happens like with anybody who gets like, you know, the surgery. But
then they munch on other stuff.
Yeah.
They take small little tiny amounts. It's not like they sit down and have one big meal and then like, oh, okay. But no.
But you know, I wish that we had more time in Tennessee to see things like and it's a long, you know, it's a long state.
Yeah, it's wide. Yeah.
So you know, I would love to go to Nashville or Memphis or, you know, Dollywood.
Instead of just driving.
I really, my only thing was I wanted to go to Dollywood because I love theme parks and I love roller coasters and stuff like that. But I liked it. It was nice. It was clean. You know, it's very different from like coming up from like, you know, New York, New Jersey, and then going down to and everything's like so clean and you could smell the air and it's fresh. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's different.
It's hot and muggy.
It is muggy.
It's different than our weather type of like our humidity is so different than their humidity because like that is just like a hot like, oh, it is hot. Our humidity is like you still kind of get the wind a little bit, but I don't know, it's very different. And the smells are completely different. Like it smells clean there. Here, like you can definitely, I don't know, it smells used.
Well, like you know, when we came back and like I could smell like, you know, because we have like the nice like the ocean breeze and like you could, I love that smell, like the ocean air. So like I was like, oh, you know, it's like nice, like it's nice to be home, you know.
Well, of course, it is nice.
I like being close to the ocean, so there's something about like that the quality of the air when you like with the tide. I don't know what it is.
Like that sea breeze.
Yeah, like I just love it. So
it's that salty smell.
Yeah. So that's I'm you know, we love where we are. Okay, so Liz McDaniels, was it all pre-planned or did you wing some of it? Both.
Yes.
We had planned the trip and then right, and then you know, some of the stuff we winged it. So
we winged, whatever.
We live like, well, since everybody does our address now, we live like a block away from the ocean, on like both sides. So we're surrounded.
We're on an island.
Yeah, we're surrounded by water. Melissa T Fishing says, "Who's next?" I don't know. I know I'm not getting in my car for.
That's what I just said. Not for a while.
I know I'm not getting in my car for a good bit. So if anybody wants to come here and see us, they are more than welcome. We can hang out on the boardwalk, whatever you want to do. And then you know, a lot of people are sending me messages, which, you know, oh, I'm in this part. I see that you're here. I see that you're there. Like, you know, I'd love to. I wish there was time for us to like meet everybody.
Really,
like, you know, everybody was like, oh, I'm like right by this person. I'm right by that person. And I would have loved
there was really no downtime.
There was no time.
There was really no downtime. Like, there was no time to where, like, we just had, like, nothing to do. Like, everything was always, like, you know, we were constantly on the go with somebody or everybody or, like, something. So there was really, like, no extra time. There really wasn't. And it sucks because we would have loved to meet, like, other people and, like, say hi and, like, whatever and, like, gone to lunch, like, whatever. But we had no, did we?
No.
We had no time. From the time we got up, we started doing stuff until the time we actually, like, went home, got a shower, went to bed, got up.
Oh, Pammy, you know where we are. Pammy, you can come down.
I mean, we did not stop. That's why we are so exhausted because we haven't.
But honestly,
stopped.
like, and there, I got so many messages, and like, I tried to stay off my phone for as much as possible to actually enjoy our little vacation and to, you know, live a little bit. But when I did check my phone here and there, you know, so many messages. Oh, I want, you know, I would love to meet everybody. I would. anybody, anybody who wants to come meet us, we're open to it. So you're all just gonna have to come here and meet us here. So that's it.
Unless you want to wait a couple months until like we recover from like this road trip, then.
We went to the grocery store and got enough groceries for like 2 weeks. I'm like, I am not getting back in that car for I almost want to like burn it because like I'm done with it. Like I'm over being in a car. So if anybody sent me a message saying, you're near me, like whatever, I'm sorry, but what do you need? Oh, next. Okay. Jeez, Cody's like being my Gelman, like pushing me.
I am because like I need to put out a movie and take like some aspirin for my back.
Not a question. Just wanted to tell you I'm so happy you and Cody got away enjoying life. Like you do. We love you too. Peaceful.
Oh, thank you.
Not a question, but I wanted to say I'm so happy to see you both having a great time. Thank you, Pugs Roll.
Thank you.
What was your most favorite moment of each visit with each castmate? We kind of already went over that.
We did, yeah.
No, but I'm so happy you and Cody took the vacation. You both needed it. It looks like you guys had a riot. We did. We had a great time. There's obviously some questions I can't answer. So sorry if I skipped over yours for obvious reasons.
Some we can't mention. But it will be answered later on, but not at this moment because of other stuff that's going on. So, but it'll come out.
Did you come to Frederick? Well, that's where we stayed when we were visiting Tiffany. So yeah, we were there. We actually just drove home from there earlier. What was your favorite dish on this trip? You can only pick one. What was our favorite dish?
I have to say the tomahawks.
Yeah, Jeffrey's tomahawk steaks.
Jeffrey, like he rocked that crap out, man. They
were like Fred Flintstone, like something like they were so. I'd never seen a steak that big before.
Like John and I can eat food. You guys know that, and like he made like one for me and him, and like we split it, and like we probably only maybe ate half of it because it was so big and so thick. Like it was like 4 inches thick and like
hi Lori.
I don't know, like maybe like 8 inches long. Like
hey Devin, I'm sorry.
Huge.
I'm not even paying attention to the chat. I'm sorry.
And he rocked it. Like I miss Jeffrey. He's so awesome. I miss Ange too.
Hi everybody. I'm sorry. I'm trying to read the comments.
He was such a sweetheart.
Did you make any plans to meet up with any of them again? And what was your best moment? Will we see? When will I see you again? We will see them again. As for the best moment, I think a lot of best moments. I don't want to say like one over the other.
Yeah, I know. Each one was like so different. Yeah.
The most fun I had was on the 4-wheeler. But that was like, exhilarating. I was like, doing it's like 50 miles an hour on like this like little go-kart thing. Like that's something I've never done before. So that was a rush. Besides the crime scene motel, is there anything else that shocked you?
I would say no. Like, I don't think so.
No, I mean,
our whole trip was like amazing. Like, it was really fun, and everybody was so like.
Joan said, still laughing at Cody breaking eggs into the boiling potatoes. When you ruin Angela's potato salad.
Listen, let me just elaborate on that for just a second. Angela was busy because, like I said, everybody gets their hands into dinner and like everything else. So everyone's helping. So Angela's like, obviously she's talking to like, her daughters that were there. Also the grandkids. I'm talking to the daughters and the grandkids. I'm talking to John. John's talking to there. He's singing over there. Like, yada, like it was just a big family like reunion type of thing. And I asked, she goes, can you put 4 eggs into the potatoes? And I said, okay. So I got the 4 eggs out, and I looked at her, and she had her back to me, and I said, Ange, do you want me to put these 4 eggs, crack them, and put them into the potato salad? She said yes. I thought it was a little weird, but I've never made a homemade potato salad from scratch.
Potato salad? What were you going to say?
Potato salad.
Potato salad?
Potato. And I've never made it from scratch. So I still hesitated. And she goes, did you put the eggs in yet? And I said, no, because Ange, do you want me to crack them and put them in? And she goes, yeah. But also, like I said, you know, we have the kids that, you know, are all talking and everybody's all talking.
Okay, so Cody screwed it up.
So I cracked them and I put them in and I kept stirring it. And she goes, what the hell happened here? I said, well, I put the eggs in. She said, oh, shit. I said, well, I didn't know you wanted them hard boiled in there. I said, I asked you twice. And she goes, no, I know. She goes, everybody's talking over everybody. She goes, but you know what? It's okay because I'm going to put them in there anyway, so whatever.
Well, and that's the time that Cody ruined Angela's potato salad.
No. But it wasn't ruined because Ange said, we're onto something, so.
She was being nice.
Well, whatever. I don't eat potato salad anyway.
She was being nice, so. Yeah.
You're a jerk.
I mean, what do you think she's going to do? Say like, oh my God, Cody, you ruined my potato salad.
Yes, you've seen the way that she speaks to us. She speaks to us like
she speaks to us like we're family because we are.
Exactly. So of course I would expect her to be like, yeah, you really fucked it up. But she didn't say that. She goes, okay, well, maybe we're on to something new. And she still made it, and like it did. It still came out really good. I don't know how it was supposed to look before, but it still came out good. I had some and I liked it. I thought it was good.
Okay, so Casey Marie asks, whose home cooked food was better, Angela's or Jeffrey's? You know,
it's different because like Jeffrey made like the tomahawk.
But you know, we ate. But Tiffany had the homemade food last night too, and they were all great. Mm-hmm. I don't want to say one was better than the other.
Yeah, because like they're both like it was all different, like, you know, different.
Tiffany's mom can make some amazing chicken. Oh my God, I had like.
Oh my God, and their cilantro rice was out of this world good. With like the gravy and stuff that you put over it. Oh my God, it's so good. I wish I could have taken the whole pan with me.
He cracked the eggs raw and poured them in the pot while like she was making that. So yeah, back to the.
It was poached eggs in there, and I stirred them all around.
Poached You broke it and poured them in.
I know how to make a poached egg now. I even mentioned in the back, I don't know if it was on live or not, but I even said on the back, I said, this is the first time that I'm actually it's like a poached egg. And it really did. Like, it came out like a poached egg, but I was stirring it, so I was breaking it up as it goes, but I saw, like, the film curl around like the yolk.
They were definitely poached.
Shut up. Well, you know what? I will never make potato salad or help anybody with it ever again in my life. I'll just stick to like the regular cooking that I know how to cook.
Poached potato salad. There you go. That's what that was. That's Cody's new thing. All right.
I'm gonna jar it. Y'all want it? It's $5.99 a bottle.
People. Okay. There's 100 questions about this. Was Vara there with Jeffrey? No. As you look at Varia's Instagram, she's in Pensacola. I mean, it's in her stories right now. So when we were there,
was not
there. And if you heard a woman's voice in the background, it was Ashley's voice, his friend, that made us that beautiful kid birthday. So, did you bring any keepsakes home from your trip? Oh, do you want to show some of the keepsakes?
I can if you want me to. Am I allowed to?
Yeah.
Can I show all of them or no?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Well, bring them out. I'll decipher.
We found them. Yeah. And we
get the painting. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So then I can bring them all out.
Yeah, we have some stuff. I'll show you. We just haven't like hung anything yet. because we're tired.
And I know you love the Care Bear, but this is one of, you already showed the Care Bear.
So look what we have.
And this is one of my favorites because she knows I love her to death.
Look. We're going to hang it up.
That's
Angela
her wedding photo.
Wedding photo.
On a canvas.
Come on.
It's
cool
up,
is that? And then she signed the back for us.
She personalized the whole back for us.
How cool is that? And then we have, that we wore.
On the 4th of July.
We wore on the 4th of July. Our little, oh God, my back is killing me. Thank you, Mustang. Okay. So we have our little signed.
She wrote over here, she says, Angela with the heart. She said, XOXO, my guy, Cody. And then she said, Angela, my number one guy, heart, Johnny Yates.
So there's that. And then we have the, the Care Bear thing from Ashley and Jeffrey. And then we actually forgot, we never took our favor bag from Tiffany's.
Oh, that's right. No, we didn't.
And I just remember that now.
Nope.
So.
Nope, we sure didn't.
You just like a little bit of stuff.
I mean, Angela got us like this very cool
oh yeah,
bedspread awesome thing. Also stars light up stars so awesome that she had made and very cool.
How many more stops are you guys making? 0.00 at this point.
Yeah, tomorrow's gonna be an Acme stop for maybe.
No, we don't need to go to.
No, I have to get fish food tomorrow, so I have to go there. So that'll be the only stop there. We got 7 cartons
How many
of
more?
cigarettes.
Okay, so we're not making any more stops. But listen, if anybody wants to come to the Jersey Shore and hang out with us, you are more than welcome. We'll show you a good time. I can't go anywhere for
no, tomorrow
long time.
We're gonna be immobile pretty much because it catches up with us the next day.
Does hanging out with these celebs make you a bona fide blogger?
It's just hanging out with friends.
I don't see them as celebrities. I see them as friends. These are people that I've talked to for years, and I've talked to on the phone.
But also, but John, also when we're hanging out with them, we don't discuss. Yeah, we don't. Blogging. We don't. It's we don't talk about the show. We talk about stuff that happens in everybody's life, and we
hang out what's going on with the family,
Yeah, we don't sit there and take notes. We're not recording them well, what about this and this and that? No, we don't do that, and they don't bring it up. We don't talk about it. We just hang out with them they're our friends, and they are our friends. That's why they like us and they want to hang out.
And
with us
the last thing,
honestly,
the last thing that anybody wants to talk about is the show.
Yeah,
because there's enough of that. So
they get so much hate and all this. Well, no, it's
stuff.
But they get hate. They get they have to deal with this themselves. Why have somebody come into their house and then also talk about it more? No, that's not what we went for, and they knew that. And we just talked about
we go to their house, I would go to one of my friends' houses I've known for years, and that's it. There's no difference.
Talked about all kinds of just regular life issues and just regular BS. That's it.
That's it.
It wasn't nothing about blogging or anything like that at all. So
best pleasant surprise yet. My biggest surprise was the Care Bear thing that Ashley made, by far. Jeffrey's friend Ashley.
That was really unexpected.
That was my biggest pleasant surprise because I was not expecting that, and that was very, very sweet. Another question. Just glad that you all had a blast because you deserved it. Much love to you. Thank you. How was it like hanging out at Jeffrey's house? Did you get to go on the tracker? We didn't hang out at Jeffrey's house. Was cool. I wish we had more time there so we could do more things. So yeah, but it was a lot of fun. What was the most memorable? What?
No.
I know our cats are
They were so mad at us.
I know when we got home, like they were hiding and mad at us.
They would not come out, and then like they finally came out, and they're like meow 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 meow, and I'm like, I know, I'm sorry.
And now they won't leave our side. Like, don't leave again.
Yeah, and now they're like sitting on top of us, laying next to us. They're like, don't leave.
What was the most memorable Southern food did you eat and where? We didn't really eat anything.
Southern. I mean, the Southern thing that we ate was probably the ribs.
But that's like, everywhere.
Like, yeah.
We didn't really have like anything like, It
wasn't like anything like, biscuits and gravy.
Like I had Chick-fil-A, which I never eat. So,
and Angela was supposed to make grits. And she didn't make the damn grits. And I wanted them so bad because I love grits.
All right, so that's next time.
Oh, that will be next time. I know. But she's been so busy, so I know. She had her hands full.
So happy and Cody had this beautiful trip. Now, when are you going to go visit Sherelle? Hopefully, maybe in September. I don't know. Maybe.
We'll
see.
Around like September-ish. Yeah. When it kind of cools off, because it's like 100 degrees over there too and everything. So when it, she's such a sweetheart.
She wants my attention. Yeah, she is.
She keeps patting on his hand.
She keeps patting on my hand while I'm talking.
She's like,
my baby. Okay.
Yeah. When it cools down, so probably around.
Well, it's like 145 degrees in Vegas right now, so not anytime soon.
Yeah.
Right, Phoebe? Oh.
She said, hell no. She goes, look at me. No. She goes, hell no, I'll die. I'll frizzle up.
All right, not about the trip, but what do you think about the claim that Sherelle is homophobic? I think that's ridiculous. Obviously, if she was, I wouldn't be on her show and she wouldn't be online.
Sherelle's like one of our good friends, so.
Also, I know, she also had Andrew and Adam on her panel, so I don't think, I think that's a bunch of crap.
Yeah, I think that's a foolishness. That's just.
If she is homophobic, then I'm Mother Teresa. So there you go.
That answers it right there.
How was it staying with Tiffany? Where are Angela's? Well, we didn't stay with Tiffany. We actually. That was the
I didn't hear the question. What was it, John?
How's it staying with Tiffany?
Yeah, we didn't stay with Tiffany. We
stayed at a hotel. That was the hotel room we had last.
Yeah.
So we stayed with Angela, and then we stayed with Jeffrey. But Tiffany had like her whole family there for like the birthday party. So
so we had a hotel.
Yeah, so
and stuff,
we got a hotel like the last 2 nights we were there. Phoebe, enough. She's like, so annoying right now.
Well, because she hasn't
my
seen you
God, she keeps like jumping up on me. And Skyla, amazing. Okay, I wish you could look. Can you see? Look, she's just look. She doesn't want to be on the camera, but then she won't leave me alone. Look. And I'm in my pajamas, so there's that. So there you go.
She's such a silly
Look,
girl.
She will not leave me alone.
What did you say about Skylar?
Did you feel starstruck? No. Like, I mean, not like, no.
I mean,
they're like our friends. Like, that's
felt like kind of cool because like we knew these people, but it wasn't to where like we felt like, oh my God, like we're hanging out with these people. Like, no, like they're friends of ours. Like it's like
I don't know, it's different. You know,
it's like you haven't seen a friend in a long time, and like you get to see him, and it's like, oh my God, like hi, how are you?
It was like seeing like family that you haven't seen in a long time. Like plus, like we've been at this for a while. We've hung out. I'm not saying like we've hung out with like Bruce Willis and we've
hung out with
Brad Pitt and stuff like that, but
celebrities.
We've been covering reality shows for a long time, and we've hung out with Real Housewives and people from Survivor and people from Big Brother and the whole Jackass crew.
True.
Plus, like there's like America's Got Talent people. So it's
and part of Dancing with the Stars.
Yeah,
people too.
yeah, oh yeah. So you know, I don't know. It's
like family. It's like people.
I mean, it's cool to like be like in some, being in their houses and like you're like, oh my god, this is where you film, like, and you
and this
you
is how
can
like
see
your real life is.
But it's
just,
I don't know. It's
I don't know. It's like family. Like just every single person you see and hang out with, like that's the type of people they are. Like they're welcoming. They're caring. They just.
I was just happy to hang with people that I care about. And that's really pretty much.
Now, if I went to like Whitney Houston's house and hung out with her or something.
Well, you'd have to go back 10 years.
I'm just. Thank you, John. Thank you so much. But I'm just saying, or okay, fine, Mariah Carey then, or Nick, like, then that would be a different story. But like, like these people, like we've talked to and like, we've gotten to know. So it's
well, no, it's
different.
Okay. It's not like you're hanging out with Julia Roberts, but these are people on the #1 rated TV show on Sunday night. So I don't want to take that away from them.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying that.
But I've never felt like I've never felt. I think because we've been at it so long, I've never felt that way when I met. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
If I just met them, I saw them walking on the street, I'd probably feel like a different way about it. Like, oh my god, but like we already have relationships with these people.
Yeah,
so
we've talked to them for so long. Like they're part of our family. We're part of theirs. Like that's how it feels, So it's when we see them, it's just like, oh my god, I'm actually glad to like finally like get to see you again. Like instead of like on camera, but it just picks up the same the same way. Like,
wow, we're almost
yourself home.
We're almost at it now. Okay, so what was your favorite thing about being in the South? How friendly everybody was.
Yeah, everybody was friendly.
Like, super friendly. Like when we went to the Piggly Wiggly, I'm like, hey, like what aisle? What I don't know what I was looking for. I think it was like vinegar. I'm like, what aisle is vinegar? And she's like, oh, y'all, just I'm gonna walk you over to it. Hold on, I'll give you a personal tour. I was like, oh, okay. Like, thank you. Usually up here, like you have to ask somebody that works at the store, like what aisles, and they give you a dirty look and like 14. And then
they're like, I don't know, read the signs. It's like, geez.
Oh my god. Well, thank you. I had to send somebody way better than me your way, Pineapple. That way you can really get starstruck by somebody, but I appreciate that. But yeah, like the Piggly Wiggly, like the woman's like, oh, let me just walk you right down to that aisle.
The girl at
and
Chick-fil-A, she was like, okay, like what do you want on it? We'll do it for you, like this and that. And I'm like, wow, that's so nice. And she's like, oh, thank you for saying that. Like, thank you. And I'm like, no, you're so welcome. And then like when we left, they opened the door for us and we're like, thank you so much. And
I saw like how they talked to like other people that walked in, like, how's the family? Like I was like, oh, okay, yeah. Like and they knew everybody. Like everybody
is so nice.
So yeah, the niceness, that was something that you don't get up here. People are nice up here, but like I'm quick. Like
they don't go out of their way like they do down in the South, like they do up here. Like if they see you park in your car, they'll still hold open the door until like you get out of your car, lock it, and walk up to the door. Here, like if you're not like 4 or 5 feet behind them, they let the door go and be like, okay, now you can open the damn door yourself.
But then they're also like a lot slower, which was like, they're a lot nicer, but then they're like a lot slower.
They take their time.
Ooh.
Yeah. They take their time because nobody's in a rush there. Because
I'm always in a rush. Like, I got things to do.
New York, like everything is fast paced. Like down in the South, everything is just chill and just like at a slower pace. I told you that when like we were driving down there. I'm like, it's gonna be a much slower pace than like what we're used to. And he's like, yeah, no, I know. And then when he got into it, he was like, oh my god. He's like, I really need to go. I'm like, where do you need to go? He's like, I just want to get out of the car. I'm like, okay, well, whatever. That's then get out of the car.
Yeah. But like, yeah. So that's my answer. To that okay. So blah 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 blah.
Oh, and I don't miss pumping my own gas.
Oh yeah, we have it easy. Like, we have it made in Jersey. If you guys don't know, I think Jersey is the only state where you're not allowed to pump your own gas. So every time we had to get gas, like, we had to like get out of the car and be like, ugh. Like I'm like, oh, what do you do? Like, how do you do this? Like, it was annoying.
Yeah, John gets out of the car and he goes, Cody. And I said, what? And he goes, how do I do this?
It's been so long since I pumped my own gas. I'm
what
like,
are you trying to do, John? And he goes, pump gas. I said, well, did you put the card in? He goes, yeah, I think.
Oh, Oregon too?
And then he goes, but I don't know what to do. Like, am I supposed to push a button? I said, I don't know. Should I go in there and ask like the clerk? Because I don't really know.
We're spoiled, like. And when we first moved to Jersey, I was like, this is weird. Like, you can't pump your own gas. But like now I'm like, oh, I love it. Jersey's got like a lot of weird things. Like, you can't make left turns anywhere. It's like really, but
yeah, you have to all do like right hand turns, and they have to do loop-de-loops.
You got to do loop-de-loops and jug handles and all that stuff. Everywhere, but it is what it is.
There's no left turns.
So moving on. Did you miss Phoebe and Hocus Pocus tons? They must have missed their daddies. Yes, we did. Cody was like, Cody more than me. No, that's what they call them, the jug handles. Like, that's how you like make your left turns in Jersey. If Pammy's in the chat, she'll tell you. Yeah, we missed them a lot. So we're happy.
I talked about them all the time.
So
I could not. Like, I loved like the road trip and everything, but I really miss being home with my babies.
It was like, people are like, well, how come you didn't bring them? But like, cats inherently hate cars, especially these two cats. So I wasn't about to drag these two cats around the country. Don't understand, like, if you're on like a 14-hour road trip, it's easy to pull over at a rest stop and take the dog out of the car. Yeah, but not the cats.
The cats, you can't just fill up a litter box, set it outside, and expect them to go, because that's not how cats are gonna work. Like, they need like their little privacy thing to like shit and piss and like. So we can't do that to them, It's like, that's why I said an RV next time. Like, we'll do a road trip in an RV because we can let them roam free in the RV, and they. Plus, like, we're in the Mustang, like there's like no room. It's not comfortable. If we had like an RV or like a camper or like a tour bus, then it'd be one thing where they could like walk around. But for them to be stuck in like just a little the carrier for all them hours, that would have been so they were. Fair to them. They were here being taken care of, so. They had a good time because they threw my pillows. They threw my pillows all over the house. I saw them on camera. They threw them all over the house. They were up here playing with the blankets. They were sleeping on their back on the couches. Those little turds. And our cats are like also old, so there's also that. So like they're already like very curmudgeon-y as it is. So they're like, if they were like kittens or like younger, I might have entertained that idea. But like they're. Phoebe's 11 and Hope is 8. So, no, that wasn't happening. Okay, so I think we're almost done. What did you enjoy most about a trip? Everything. Yeah, everything. Let me see if there's any last minute ones that come in since I've done this live. The least thing that we hated, the driving. The driving in the Mustang. Yeah. Sucked. Like I said, that was almost 4,000 miles that we did. Any chance he will do a meet and greet when you come to Vegas? We want to. Yeah, I would love to. When we go like to I Vegas, said, absolutely. There's a lot of people in Vegas that I know that I'd love to meet, and that's not even just from 90 Day. Like just Jacqueline friends too. Yeah, Jacqueline from Jersey. Yeah. She's there. So yeah, I would love to do that. And I think we're good. I think we're good. So all in all, we had a great trip. I have a question for you, John. Yeah. Oh my God. Tired. What? How many times did you get annoyed with me? Being stuck in a car with me and then also staying in a hotel with me?
Several.
For 10 days.
Because he likes to bitch. And like the last, like he's like, I'm tired. I want to go home. And I'm like, we're not done yet. He's like, I miss the cats. I'm like, I miss them too. But, you know, we've never done anything like this before. So it was exciting, you know.
So your answer would be almost every day?
Shut up.
Is that what you're saying?
And I did all the driving, by the way. So there's a.
Because wait, let me just wait.
Well, I said if Cody packs everything and gets everything together,
I packed up the whole
I'll do all the.
car,
So
I did the whole package,
and he did, and I did all the driving.
I did
so
the whole house, I cleaned the house and everything, make sure everything was all good, so that way it was clean when we got home. And I took care of the animals and everything. Before we left, I set up like the
sorry about your cat, Barbara.
For them to come like over here and like take care of them. Everything was all taken care of. He had to not do not one thing but just get in the car and just start driving. And that was his deal. He goes, and then I'll do all the driving. I said, all right, fine. But meanwhile, I did offer, John, did I or did I not? I offered to drive. John's like, oh, my back hurts. I said, well, do you want me to drive?
And I still drove. So.
No. I'm okay. I'm like, okay, fine. I'm not going to sit here and beg you like to drive because I didn't want to drive, but I offered. If you would have said yes, I would have drove, but you didn't. I
held up my end of the deal.
Yeah.
And
so now tomorrow I'll drive to the grocery store while you take care of the clothes and wash the clothes and and mop the floors.
Barbara's cat just passed away, so I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry, Barbara.
We know what that's like.
Yeah, we sure do. It's not a good thing. I'm so sorry.
But I don't know. I think that's about it. I'm surprised I made it this long without passing out because I am tired. I think we like that hotel that we got by Tiffany's was just not good. I mean, it was okay. It was way better than the one that we got in South Carolina. But the bed wasn't comfortable, and it's like
yeah, it really wasn't all
so
that
comfortable. We didn't like I didn't sleep at all like that well like the last 2 nights.
Plus, we also got freaking locked out of it.
Oh my god, we did. We got locked out of our own hotel room.
Like an hour before.
You know, like that latch that they have on the door, like when you're like inside the hotel room, like that silver latch that you put across that way nobody can get in.
Type of thing that they like.
Well, somehow when we left
and closed the door, presents and everything else.
We were buying gifts for Tiffany's kids. When we came back, the latched itself to the door, so we were literally locked out.
It would only open like 3 inches.
So that was fun. And it was like 150 degrees outside.
I don't know Old Brookville.
But it's really pretty. Oh, that's Brittany. It's in Long Island.
They're calling me twice.
Oh. But where it's pretty where Tiffany is because it's like you see the mountains in the background. Like I've never been to that part of Maryland, and I very busy. I'm like, it's nice, very nice.
They're calling me now a 4th time.
Somebody wants to talk to you.
I don't know that.
Maybe it's Victoria Gotti.
Here. Pick it up online, John.
No. We're home. And yeah, that's it. So we haven't watched a show. We'll watch it tomorrow. We'll go live tomorrow and discuss tonight's episode. And that's it for now. So it's good to be home. We miss everybody already. And thank you guys. It was a fun time and something we'll remember for like forever. So I'm happy we did it. And that's it. So everybody have a great night. Much love to all of you. And that's it.